My father's an electrician back in Wolverhampton. My granddad was a glass engraver to the local towns and kilns. So I definitely picked up a lot of my kind of artistic skills through him, but then through working with my father on the weekends and things, there was always this kind of mechanical, electrical language. So the 3D printer started back in 2013. I discovered the RepRap project online. So I built a much smaller 3D printer inspired by the Joseph Prusa i3. And this was very much built from mechanical parts that I'd sourced back locally in Wolverhampton, different DIY shops and hardware stores and things. None of them were necessarily like specialist components. It was very much this kind of Franken machine. So I had to weld my own extrusion unit together, then milled this kind of container to extrude porcelain through the machine. And it's quite important for me that the machine was built by myself, in that I know which motors I can turn off to cause this effect. I know which kind of commands I can enter in. I know which parts of the machine I can kind of play with to get certain effects. I think for me with painting, even when I was at Canberra painting, I was always trying to break out of oil paint and acrylic paint. I would use electrically conductive graphite paint. I would use copper infused paints. I was always trying to search for a quality of the material. Like my favourite thing about sculpture is if I want to talk about something delicate, something ethereal, I might use porcelain and have its translucent qualities. Or if I want something earthly and bodily, I might use terracotta. If I want to touch on these masculine notions, I might cast it into bronze. And my favourite thing about, for me, breaking out from painting into sculpture was this moment where you can pick the marriage between your subject, your process, your material, and you make this kind of triangle where the poetry just completely unifies. I want people to realise the level of the kind of academic backbone that the work has, in that it is committing to these kind of findings and it is very experimental, and I am performing these experiments. It's not this kind of realised idea that I've had in my head and I just make. It's that truth to material and process that I really want people to see in my work.